Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, First Steps, why was that a suffix in the title? Not sure why. They could have just called it... I think it's a title thing where they thought, gosh, if people typed in Fantastic Four into Google, they're going to get the original one that came out in the 2000s.
And there's a baby in it, I guess. But the baby doesn't take his first steps.
Is First Steps alluding to the baby?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that what it is?
I think it's like alluding to the baby and also like, oh, it's the Fantastic Four's first steps into the MCU. I don't know why I said it like that. That's my impression of Kevin Feige. Oh, we really need Robert back. Yeah. Get him back. $50 million.
I have 1,000 hats. They all say different things.
Look, this one says, keep on trucking.
Did you see? I don't know if you even watched any of the MCU TV shows. Did you see any of them?
I have seen the one by the director of Fantastic Four.
WandaVision.
Matt Shackman. Yes, yeah. I saw WandaVision. I was a tad underwhelmed. I've heard not great things about Ironheart. That sort of died a death.
Yeah, what else I've kind of given up. They had She-Hulk, they had Daredevil.
What was it like Secret Wars thing?
Secret Wars is going to be a whole separate thing. Secret Invasion was the one.
Secret Invasion.
Wow, what a stinker that show was. Okay. My lord. In my opinion, I don't think it worked, but it was what it was. They also had the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was a buddy movie where those two, and that led into the new Captain America.
And what was the witch one? Agatha All Along.
Agatha All Along.
Which I saw 2 episodes of that and just wrote a scathing review for it. Which you can find on Medium.
I forced myself to finish that. And when I finished it, I thought, you know what? Not for me. And it took a little bit too witchy for me. And then there was also Moon Knight with Oscar Isaac, which was, to be fair, okay. One of the better ones, but also not amazing.
So he seemed to be getting, the TV shows are at best middling?
Subpar.
Would that be fair?
Yeah. Not even that. I think middling to very average and downright bad.
Okay.
But She-Hulk actually had, I don't know, are you ever going to watch She-Hulk?
I actually liked She-Hulk.
Did you?
Yeah,
did you watch the final episode of She-Hulk? Spoilers.
I don't understand. Yes, I did. I quite enjoyed it. I
Spoilers
did not
for anyone who
all the hate for it.
I didn't think it was great, only because I didn't vibe with too much of the humor. Okay. And I know that was the whole point of She-Hulk, where it felt more comedic. It was a bit more breaking the fourth wall, so to speak. So much so that the Hat Man was in it.
Yeah. Hi, I'm the Hat Man. Yeah. Keep on hulking.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a spoiler there. Anyway, we're not here to talk about all that. We're talking about Fantastic Four First Steps. Reintroduction to the Big Four into the MCU. Can you tell I'm still waking up?
Mr. Stretchy. There's the
See-Through Girl.
See-Through Girl. That plays. Big fan of that bit of the soundtrack. Any time she goes to say something or do something.
See-Through Girl. And then there's also
Matchstick Boy. He said
I was just gonna call him Fire Guy. But that's just my take on it. God, can you tell I'm still waking up?
No. Is that good enough? Did I get in there?
It is 9 a.m.
I'll talk through the story while you wake up. So we have the Fantastic Fantastic Via.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. You've got Reed Richards. You've got Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, and Johnny Storm. And quick montage at the start of the film, which tells you they've pretty much already got their powers. The film starts off introducing us as Sue reveals to Reed that she is pregnant. this isn't really a big spoiler because we're talking first 5 minutes here.
It's in the trailers as well.
So. Is it in the trailers? Okay, very good. Very good. And also, you see her pregnant in all the trailers.
Yeah, and in all the press. Like Vanessa Kirby, who plays Sue Storm, went so method, she just went and got pregnant.
Yeah, with a cosmic baby.
Pedro Pascal also just went ahead and stretched all his limbs. Oh, he got pregnant too.
Yeah.
The whole cast got pregnant, even though they didn't have to.
Yeah, dedication.
Ebon Moss.
Tell the actors. Cohesive unit.
Cohesive. Who the Thing's actor? What is his name?
Well, the Thing didn't get pregnant. He just got kidney stones.
Hey, very good, very good. He just joined the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
And the fireman, well, he just set himself alight.
He just set another fire.
Yeah. He's the one who caused all the fires.
A lot about insurance.
A lot about what? Sorry?
I know there's a lot about insurance. So what's the story? Okay. Oh, yeah. And then Silver Surfer shows up and she's all like, your planet's going to get eaten. Galactus is coming. And then the Galactus, it turns out he is coming. It's not a false alarm. And
not a big cloud this time.
Yeah, not a big cloud. Actual Galactus, which we see in the trailer.
Big man.
People went, ooh, look, he's got a big shoe.
Big man, big shoe, big hat.
Really big shoe. Big old hat.
And a big bellowing voice.
It says, keep on chucking.
That's right. Well, that's one of Kevin Feige's hats. They mocapped his hat. Mocap.
They put it on with Microsoft Paint.
I hope you got that stellar grade A joke, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a mocap cap.
Yeah, cannot be missed. Anyway, the...
Rewind it. Play it in slow motion.
Who? Bike man. So here we go.
Anyway, that's the story.
Story. We got. Yeah, they have to try and defend. Oh, by the way, not to completely disregard the whole 1960s aesthetic. This is not the Earth we know.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, Earth 828. We are in a different universe. And the universe is set in the 60s for some reason. So
I do like those sort of wacky comic books where it's like, hey, it's another universe, but for some reason, everything stopped.
Everyone has hot dogs for feet.
Yeah.
Who have we got in this movie? We got Pedro Pascal with some peas and some pasta. We got Vanessa Kirby. Koibi of Mission Impossible fame.
Mission Impossible fame. We've got Ebon Moss-Backrack of the Bear fame.
Of the Baccarat sports game.
Yeah. Which is, it's really distracting that he's in the Bear because the Thing spends most of his screen time talking about like, add some garlic to that sauce.
Add some oregano, yeah. Yeah, he's a cook in all his movies, isn't he? And he's probably a cook in real life too.
Yeah. And Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we have?
Stranger Things fame. Ralph Ineson
as Galactus. Ralph Ineson of The Office, the UK version fame.
Not to be confused with... Yes, he does, yeah. Not to be confused with Ralph Alterson. Anyway, moving on. We have... who else have we got? Natasha Lyonne, turns up a couple of seconds.
Turns up for 2 minutes. And Mark Gatiss. Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer. And we've got possibly the most underutilized actor in the whole thing, Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah, who plays
terrific, but he plays...
Are we allowed to say who he plays? Is he? He's not a spoiler, is he?
Why not? Well, he's only in it for 2 minutes, so he plays Mole Man.
Mole Man, yeah. And he does have a line in there that made me laugh quite a bit. I thought he was quite... he was underutilized, but he said one thing and the whole audience just chuckled with laughter.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it in the spoilers section. But yeah. Why don't we get into reviewing the movie then?
Sure.
Let's talk about our thoughts. So, I am not going to use the adjective that's in the title. It's been done to death. So what I'm going to say it was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a lot more than the group that I watched it with, because when the credits rolled, I looked to my right and I said to my buddy, "Hey, what did you think? I thought it was pretty good." And he just went, mm. And it was so close to being released with Superman, which was only a couple of weeks ago. So two big superhero movies back to back. And I said, "Well, what did you think about this compared to Superman?" And he said, "I enjoyed Superman more." I'm like, "Oh, interesting."
Okay. They're quite similar in tone.
Yeah. Quite similar in theme as well. And narrative.
And I'd say the big difference is that Fantastic Four doesn't have a really sort of bad taste political angle to it. But
no, yeah. I mean, it is very much a sincere movie. I feel like it had a lot of sincerity in it. It wasn't, people were playing, the characters were servicing the story in a way that didn't seem like wink, wink, I'm a comic book character.
Oh, yes. I'm so thankful that they've gotten rid of all of that.
Yeah, all the like stupid quips that a lot of the Marvel movies have, where they would just say stuff that just had nothing to do with anything because they had to be funny. And I think it is a domino effect from the whole Josh Whedonisms from Avengers.
Yes, yeah.
And they thought, oh, this is our thing. Everyone has to make a quip. And the worst example of that was Thor: Love and Thunder, where everyone was just quipping, and I'm just like, oh. Have you seen that movie? You have, haven't you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, everyone was quipping. There were some really funny jokes in it, but then it was just kind of like got turned all the way up to 11. But this movie was quite sincere and a lot less jokes and a lot more about the story. And the story is actually quite simple. It's big bad man trying to destroy the universe. What are we going to do? We got to save it. And I liked the aesthetics. I actually quite liked that they leaned really into the 1960s. Everything felt very tactile. Everything felt like it could be real, even though it was fake. It didn't fall into the horrible green screenisms that stuff like Spider-Man No Way Home had, where I think that was also a fallout of, COVID restrictions and all that kind of stuff. This one felt like, they had practical things, as practical as they could anyway. Obviously, the Thing wasn't a practical person. He was a big CGI Rockman. But to be fair, the CGI Rock looked pretty good for the most part. I thought it was good.
And his beard as well.
Beard, yeah.
Which is also in the trailer.
Yeah, I liked... There's a thing about the beard that I won't spoil, but like I liked it. And I'll talk about it in the spoilers. Aesthetically, it was great. Action sequences were actually quite good. There was one in the first action scene I felt quite gripping. In fact, I was like, "Oh, this is very exciting." What else can I say? Michael Giacchino. How do you pronounce the composer's name? Giacchino.
Giacchino, I believe.
Is it Giacchino? Yeah. Knocks it out of the park again. I always think he has a great way of composing soundtracks. In my opinion, I thought it was great. One too many Fantastic Fours, though. One too many of those. Even to a point where there was a sad moment, and then you heard the piano. Ding, 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 ding.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then he just falls asleep. Those are all the more positives, I believe. Performances as well. I thought performances were great. I think the only thing that took me out of it was Vanessa Kirby sometimes slipped into a little bit of a British accent every now and then.
Right.
And I felt like Joseph
You
Quinn's...
ain't taking my kid. Get your hands off my kid.
Turns into EastEnders for some reason.
Yeah.
Everyone was just... everyone was all around pretty good in terms of performances. The only downside I think was like, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, I don't think it will be. I don't think this would be taken as a spoiler, but I felt like it could have been a little bit more stretching from Mr. Fantastic.
Not
enough stretching.
You wanted the dance sequence from Fantastic Four.
I wanted him to turn into a donut. I wanted him to turn into a pancake.
He's like, wow.
Yeah. Woo!
I'm
grabbing all these ladies.
ladies.
Yeah. I'm a ladies man. I'm spaghetti ladies man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, but ever since that movie, I think they really dialed back on Mr. Fantastic and his stretchy powers.
Okay.
Because they
Do you
really
think that's possibly because they're the sort of wackiest, like goofiest power?
Probably. I mean, in narratively speaking, I think if you think about Reed Richards as a character, he is supposed to be the smartest man alive, right? So why would he need to technically use his stretchy powers all the time? And he does use it occasionally to stretch, but that's probably giving them a bit too much credit. Like, you could have done a lot of things with the stretchy powers.
Yes.
Like reaching things on the other side of the room or...
Well, there's an opening scene where Sue is telling him that she's pregnant. And I don't know if it really distracted you. It really distracted me how in the wide shots, Vanessa Kirby was taller than Pedro Pascal. And in the two shots where it's just their shoulders and head, he was taller than her.
Oh.
And I just thought, could they have like made a gag about that where like he stretched? I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Well, if I'm being honest...
It really distracted me. I was sitting there like, okay, now he's on a box. Now he's not standing on a box.
The first half an hour of the movie... how is he on the box? Because he's like 6 feet tall, is he not? Is Vanessa Kirby even taller?
In the wide shot, she was taller than him.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. Maybe it's one of those Lord of the Rings forced perspective trickery where they thought, it would be fun if we just made her taller for some reason.
But they do it with the style of Fast and Furious. You know that shot where...
The shot where... Okay, if I remember in the edit, put that shot in the back here of The Rock looking like he's 10 times bigger than Vin Diesel.
But then it cuts back and it looks like somebody is 10 times bigger than The Rock. It's in their contract. They count the seconds. Their accountants count the seconds.
That's right. I'll be honest with you. The first half an hour, I was incredibly distracted by the lady in the front of me who was on WhatsApp the whole time messaging her friends. And I almost said something, but I didn't want to be that guy. So you know what I did? I just did this. I leant all the way back, and now I've got a lower back problem. But that was the only way I could do it. And everyone else, it's a classic British thing. No one wants to be the first person to say something that someone is doing wrong. But
I'd have said something. I
just thought, you know what? There is a way of me blocking this out. And then halfway through, she put the phone away.
That's good of her.
Shouldn't have been on the phone in the first place anyway. So the first half an hour, I was incredibly distracted and I couldn't really focus in. So I didn't see the height things or whatever. I saw that she was messaging her friends. Apparently Tracy fell out with I don't know. there was a joke there.
I don't want to open my mouth because we're trying to keep this PG.
That's right. Anyway, what did you think of the movie?
I had a similar experience where I had some lads in the very back row, and I was about halfway down. So this shows how loudly they were doing things. They just could not stop talking.
Yeah.
And two of them kept leaving the theatre and then coming back, leaving the theatre, coming back.
And did you say something?
No, but I turned around and I gave them a death stare, and I heard one of them go like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay, the death stare worked for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's this weird thing where like two of them then left, like permanently.
Right.
And left just one of them watching the movie. And they watched the movie just fine. So I think it was two out of the three of them just being so annoying.
Yeah. Do you think one person who stayed...
on a bit of a... Sorry?
Do you think that one person that stayed was having an argument with those other two and just said, look, I really want to watch this movie. If you don't want to watch it, maybe leave.
I don't know.
And then you turned around like, And you looked at the one person who really wanted to watch the movie. And he was like,
But they left. It's just, I guess we're on a bit of a side path now because we're not reviewing the movie, but it really shows just a lack of empathy for those around you.
Yeah. And I think it's this generation. I don't want to be like old man yells at cloud, like in The Simpsons.
Right.
But it does really irk me when people are paying to go to the cinema to watch a movie, and then there are other people who have done the same, but just don't. They're just there for the sake of being there. I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here?
I understand, like, we've done it. I understand, like, the odd little whispered comment.
Mm. It's like the equivalent of going to
talking like normal volume, like blah 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 blah, and then just laughing really loud. And it's like they were trying to eat loudly as well.
It's like the equivalent of going to a restaurant, right? And you're having a really nice meal, and someone just comes over and sticks their finger in your food.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, are you here to eat as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you eat your food?
Your food at the table, and that's cold now, and you've ruined my food. Yeah.
Exactly. It's the equivalent of that. And it's like, why can't you just do... I don't know. It annoys the hell out of me. And I still, to this day, think that I need to come up with some piece of technology that would help aid the situation, right? Ejector seats. Anyone who...
Each of you is responsible for another patron on the screen.
You gotta look out for each other, you cinephiles. And if you see one person on their phone, boom, they're gone.
And the thing with phones is, I think there are some people, I've experienced this with a member of my family, where they're like, if you don't respond instantly, you're like letting the team down. And I'm thinking, 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to respond instantly.
Yeah.
Or maybe 20 years ago. Like,
this has become...
Why?
This is going to be like a 10-minute long rant.
Tracy's falling out with whatever.
Yeah. Shall we get back on track?
Anyway, let's try and be a bit more positive. Okay. What was your rating before I go on to mine then?
I thought it was a solid chatting pit, if I'm being honest. I thought it was good.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not giving it a full chatting pitch because obviously it has its flaws. There's just not enough stretching powers. There are a couple of things that I felt kind of underwhelmed with, like this narrative is pretty bog standard. It's not something that we haven't seen before. But then there are also things that happen in the narrative that I thought, okay, that's interesting. That's got me gripped. And then there's some things were a little bit predictable. It falls into that very typical superhero narrative where sets up the superheroes, big bad threat goes away. It's the same. It's meat and potatoes. Everyone's done this before, but with a different fascia, a different casing.
They don't have the usual setup, which is big beam of light in the sky, although they kind of have that, and then two groups of people running at each other. At least they don't have that. Like it's a very thin.
What about you? What's your rating, sir? A little bit lower, I'm assuming.
A bit lower. I liked parts of it. I'll talk about what I liked first. There's a bit of a spoiler. I'll try and keep it as vague as possible. I liked the sequence where they went and met so and so, and then Sue Storm started having her baby.
Yes,
that was quite an interesting sequence for me. I liked. There's a really great bit where it almost feels like they just pointed the camera at Pedro Pascal holding a baby and just turned it on, and he was delivering this sort of short monologue where he's telling the baby all of these fears that he has about himself that he can't tell anyone else. And I really liked that. That was quite affecting. For me, that was probably the high point of the movie.
As a father.
Oh yeah, but also it added a bit to the character, which I think a lot of the film didn't. For me, I thought there wasn't a lot in the way of character development. Let's stick to positives.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the motivation that Galactus had. It wasn't just I'm hungry. He had this. It was almost like it was almost like a Greek myth, the way that he was this sort of cursed being. Yes, I go around eating planets and I have immeasurable power, but it's a curse. And what I really want to do is pass it on to someone else. And he even says, so I can finally rest. So he's not a character that's like, I want to escape this and go back to my life. He's just like, okay, I just want this to end. And quite an interesting. It's a shame that they don't really do much with it. I guess we're getting into negatives now.
You haven't given your rating though.
No, I will give my rating when I've gone through this list.
Okay, sure. There's still more.
The best description I've seen of this is someone on Twitter describing it as almost like a proof of concept.
Okay.
Where it's like the full film is not here. Silver Surfer shows up for 2 minutes. Galactus's motivation is described and not really.
She was here for more than 2 minutes, no?
Well, okay, all right, 3 or 4. And then there's lots of like, oh, there's a big problem, but then the solution is really quick. It was almost like this would have come at the start of the MCU before they made Iron Man. It felt like, hey, this is what a superhero film could be.
Well, it felt like Captain America, the first Avenger, right? It felt like setting up the first steps.
Setting up a lot of stuff. And
setting up the first Avenger. Is it a coincidence that
so now in about 10 years
they both have the word first?
Film. I know we're going to have a film called Steps Assemble.
Steps Assemble, the superhero story.
What's that song where they're talking about climbing a mountain? And I don't
know.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, not a lot in the way of character development. I did not think the film was cohesive. It felt like there was a lot of stuff cut. I mean, Natasha Lyonne was in it.
Yeah.
But again,
Oh, yeah. Another thing that we have to mention is that John Malkovich was supposed to be in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
As someone
with long hair. It's Tarzan. No, he was playing some sort of character. In the trailers, though, they flashed his face in the trailers.
Sorry, go on.
My name is Gorilla Man. Be Tarzan, you Jane. I am John Tarzanovich. Okay, so yeah, he was supposed to be in the movie, had been cut. Apparently, there are people saying, "Oh, Kevin Feige definitely went into the editing room and just cut a bunch of stuff out." And you felt like it was uncohesive. I didn't really find that, and maybe I was just too distracted by the lady in front of me. But what was it that felt? I guess would it be a spoiler then? Talking about that kind of stuff, the uncohesiveness. It
felt more like.
Let's go into spoilers then. Why not? Because was there more unspoiler stuff that you wanted to say?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Chatting Pitch has been brought to you by Leslie Way and Matthew D. Smith. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to listen to others and maybe even subscribe. You can follow us on the website, formerly known as Twitter.
Listen to us on Spotify or wherever else you listen to podcasts. Leslie and Matthew have their own side hustles as well. Feel free to check out Leslie's YouTube channel or Matthew's Medium blog. Links in the description. If you want anything else, we might have other links in the description if we think of anything interesting to add. Thank you for listening. I love you.